cheating. Will cheating end your relationship? How do you, well, first off, how do you define cheating? Like, what is cheating for you guys? Like, what are y'all thoughts on it? What's your definition of like cheating?
Go ahead, Cortney. Go first.
My definition of cheating is very simple. It's just anything that's regarding to stepping outside the relationship, whether that be emotional, physical, anything that is stepping outside the relationship.
Okay.
And then people have different descriptions on how the relationship should go, seeing as people have what do they call it, not threesomes, but the couples, the
open relationships.
No, there's like specifically couples that have
poly stuff,
polyamorous or something like that. Yeah, so and then some people have open relationships where they can date outside the main relationship or whatever. So but it's just whatever is stepping outside the relationship.
Okay. Kesta?
I agree. Polygamy.
That's what it's called?
That's what somebody just said, polygamy.
Okay. All right. When you say who, like when you read something, say who it is so we can kind of like give them a shout out. All right. So, okay. All right. Hi, Whitney. Thanks for tuning in. Okay.
I like Whitney. I don't know her, but I really like her.
Yeah. And Whitney, hopefully, like once I continue to get this together, we can bring you onto the show as well, because I follow you on Facebook. We're Facebook friends, so you have substance, and I would like your thoughts and opinions as well. I feel like you are well, I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, but if you're not in a relationship, I'm gonna crown you with us being successfully single. But if you are in a relationship, I know your sister is in a relationship, so I guess that would be successfully tied down, successfully happy. I don't know. I'll come up with something by next week. Okay, but my definition of cheating is on some hood. I'm just gonna do the hood definition, which is, that's my role. When the male or the woman, the partner, is doing shit that they're not supposed to be doing. If you can't like show me your phone, if I be like, hey, let me see your phone, you like, what you need to see my phone for? Then I feel like, oh, this ain't, But I feel like my definition of cheating is anything that you ain't supposed to be doing. So I kind of agree with Cortney about I do believe like it could be spiritually, emotionally, not just necessarily physically, but a lot of people associate cheating with the physicals. Like you're actually linking up with somebody. And then typically men, when they get caught up, we was just talking, or either when they're texting, we was just texting. Well, to me, I feel like that's like emotionally cheating, because you're not coming to me as your partner, your girl, with the problems that you got going on in your head. And so, and then so I think there's different.
100%.
Right.
Men love to be like, I was just conversing with her. No.
Right. No. What you talking to her for? What you talking about?
It's not even about just talking to other women. It's what are y'all talking about?
Right.
It's just, there's levels to it. Like you can have
let's talk about these levels. That's what this is for.
Right. So okay, so like there's some women out there who get mad just by men conversing with other men or other women, period. Like just about anything. Like we're at a bar or something like that, and they see their man, talking to some girl that they might actually know, they might be coworkers, whatever. They just, saw each other and started talking. There are women who really get upset about that, like who think that's disrespectful.
Is that like an insecure thing? Or
I would say so, but they might not. So I'll just,
Okay, we can prance off that.
But I would think that, I wouldn't get mad at that. You're just having a conversation with people. You can't avoid talking to other people.
Okay, as soon as you finish, I was going to say, Whitney Williams have a question.
Okay.
She said, does anyone really count emotional cheating, though, without sex?
I do. 100%.
I do because, especially with us women, because I'm not just going to leave it all on men, especially women we're emotional already. We kind of talked about this, like the nurturing and stuff. So women, for sure, I feel men, they can just sleep with anything walking, anything that get wet, are walking. But women, we kind of have to invest a little bit more. We do more of the talking. That's why men get so upset with us. Like, they're one and done. Once they catch us cheating, they're like, nah, fuck that. They're done. Us women, we're like, we start, maybe I will possibly, but yeah, I most definitely consider emotional. You talking to that person, you're seeking something. You're seeking something outside of our home, outside of our relationship, to comfort you, to ease you, to soothe you. And you're probably feeding us some lies anyway. Oh, she don't cook. Ashley don't cook. You a damn lie. You know I cook. Like, oh, Ashley, she don't touch me how I used to. Well, I mean, you can't come in the house smelling like motor oil, like freshen up. Like, there's always reasons. That's why I think women should do a little bit more research when an attached man, meaning he's in a relationship. When he come to you, he in a relationship. Don't let these men like feed you these sad stories. Like, well, because I watch it on like divorce court and stuff. They're like, well, if she was doing what she was supposed to do at home, then he wouldn't be over here.
No, I don't believe that. I don't like that. I don't like when people say stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
One, if you have an issue with what your partner's doing at home, if you don't feel satisfied, you should be with the person that you're able to communicate with and say that too. And if you can't say that, oh, this is not satisfied, I'm not being fulfilled in this relationship, then y'all don't need to be together. And you should be able to say that. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that.
I think a lot of people use the emotional cheating like as an excuse. Like, okay, so one of the big things is like when someone passes, like grieving. So, and I kind of experienced this myself. Not well on the other end, like a guy who I was dealing with, his mom passed, and so he felt like I wasn't there for him. So he started several different women, because they were like, oh, what people like to say, my condolences, and I'm praying for you and your family. And I'm like, boy, they just posted that on your Facebook status because, that's just the right thing, the humanly thing to do. But you went a step further when you start going from the post of your mom passing to actually in the goddamn inbox. You took it too far. So I feel like that's kind of tied into like the emotional, because I'm a realistic woman. So a lot of views that I have, I know most females don't agree with, or but I didn't have a problem with him necessarily taking it to the inbox, because he was grieving. That's emotional. He was emotional. But when it started going to certain emojis with the winky, listen, we know what these emojis mean. You know what I'm saying? We know. And I'm like, why are you? Okay, because I'm like, you need to stop. Like, let's shut it down, because I can see where it was going. But he was considering that I was being, I'm overthinking things. God damn, Ashley, my mama just died. I ain't nobody thinking about no ass. I'm like,
he thought you were being insensitive to the situation.
Yes, yes. And I'm like, no, I know what this can lead to. You're emotional right now. You're grieving. You're sponge. You soaking in all this attention, even though it's sad, But I was just trying to, but the point of it is, I do believe there's emotional cheating, and you seek outside your relationship for some emotional support, and it can turn into something totally different. Because when you literally crying on somebody else's shoulder, that hug, oh, it's gonna be all right. The other hand rubbing your back, and the other hand unloosening and unbuttoning your pants. I ain't got time for that. If you sad, if you're not gonna talk to me or your family members, you better make an appointment with a therapist. That's all I gotta say.
So I know what I think about this, but so when let's say you had a man and the conversation, they were texting somebody, maybe they were just texting a friend, and maybe you even knew that friend. Okay. When the conversation started turning to where your man started talking about y'all's relationship to them, regardless of whether good or bad, that's cheating. Is that cheating?
I think that is, you know how this the light when you're driving, you got the what is it, the green, yellow, red. I think that's the yellow where this shit about to stop. The relationship, because first and foremost, I don't just like come to me. Come to me. Like, because what you're doing is you're allowing somebody else's opinion and thoughts to influence you about our relationship. Like they don't, and then on top of it, they're only getting one side, which is his. And they're not getting mine unless they're gonna really, if they're like a real friend of ours. But most of the time, most friends are separate. Like the guy has his female friends that he came into the relationship with, and I would have my male friends that I came into the relationship with, you know? So, and I'm at this point in my life as an adult, like I really don't care to be friends with your friends, just in case shit don't work out. Now, if we like in it, then okay, then I'll start, being friends. But I don't like that. Like, come to me. Like I'm so open. I'm so realistic. You can come talk to me. And if you don't feel like you can talk to me one-on-one, then let's have that friend. I don't want our friends in our business. Let's just go. We got insurance. This is what we pay monthly. And let's just go to a therapist. I believe in mental health. I believe in that. So I don't want to see it.
Kesta.
I'm just listening on this one. But before I say anything, Maurice Williams says, nope, cheating should not end your relationship.
That's a man.
Of course. Now see, this is why we need him to come in on the Zoom. I either call in, But Maurice, can you please type your explanation of why cheating shouldn't end the relationship as Kesta is explaining Cortney's example? Like, if you saw your boyfriend texting, talking about your relationship, how does that make you feel?
I'm sorry, I just saw comment. But okay, I got so much running through my head with what I just said. Repeat that question.
Okay.
Repeat what you just said.
Oh, she was saying if you went through your guy's phone, your boyfriend's phone, y'all are in a relationship, that's established, and you saw where he was talking to his female friend, that's not your friend either, but that's just his friend, but he's talking about your relationship. Do you think that's crossing the line, or could be grounds for him going towards him cheating, lead to him cheating? Like y'all having issues in your relationship. It's not like he's texting her like, hey girl, help me set up a picnic for me and Kesta for Friday. No, it's usually she ain't cook again. She always in there baking some damn dry ass chicken. Yeah, it's always something negative. It's nothing ever positive when they start talking to other women, like this emotional cheating thing.
Okay, so I can't really say per se. I can say yes and no.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because I've been there. It's not like
which end? Oh, you are the one who they talk to.
Girl, let me finish.
She's the one.
Oh my gosh. Let me finish. I was being treated very, very badly.
Okay.
I was being treated very badly. I mean, so bad to that I could just be sitting down and my sugar would shoot to 300.
God damn.
That's how bad I was being treated, and I didn't know how to let go of the relationship.
Okay.
And I had one foot in the grave, one foot on the banana peel. So, in talking to that person, I was not really looking for emotional support or nothing like that. But I was trying to find my way out. But at the time, I was feeling like I wasn't any good, or nobody didn't want me at the time or nothing. They encouraged me. They never tried to get in. They never tried to make a pass at the time. They never tried to make it seem like they would cheat with me. Every time when they would talk, they would say, you don't have to put up with that.
Right.
Like, know who you are, know
Okay.
your worth, know that you're beautiful. Like, they would say stuff like that. Now,
Okay.
of course, when he go through my phone, that's the first thing I don't do. That going through each other phone thing, I don't do that. I don't play that.
But real quick, the reason why you don't do that, let me guess, because you get your feelings hurt, you get your heart broke. You find something, like the old people say, you find something that you ain't want to see, you know. But yeah.
But it's also at the same time. Let me take y'all to let me go to the Michelle side of this group, like I said. At the same time,
play your role, sister. Play your role. For those of you who don't get the inside joke, Cortney's Beyonce, I'm Kelly, and Sister Kesta is Michelle. We make up.
When Jesus said, nobody can stand up. When Jesus said,
she gives the spiritual side. I give the hood politics, and Cortney is more of the bougie, goody, realistic.
That, but moving on to what Kesta was going to say.
But go ahead.
Crazy. So, hey, you almost made me forget what I was about to say. Okay, yeah. So the reason why I don't go looking, okay, is because it's this. First of all, anybody that might not think it's not real, but the way you think and the way you perceive things and stuff like that, that's how the devil will play with you. So if you're thinking, well, maybe he cheating, let me look at his phone. That's true. It's a true statement that your eyes will play tricks on you. That's true, because you already went in with the negativity that something is going on or something is happening, when all along nothing has happened. So now y'all done separated. He done got a good one, and you're looking like, dang, and the truth come out, and it's like, what the hell? Why shouldn't I? So that's the reason I matured. I wasn't always that way, but I matured to the point of not going through the phone, because I distinctly, earnestly, faithfully, truthfully believe that if I can't trust you, it's going to come out. I don't have to go looking for it. It's going to come out, and I'm going to see it myself. But the part I said that it's not cheating is, like I said, when my friend was trying to encourage me to know who I am, encourage me to get back in church, because it actually took me out. I actually came out of church. That's how strong that thing was. He was encouraging me to try to get back to the prayer life I had. So you can't really call that cheating when that's encouraging. Now, what I can say, I guess what you could call emotionally cheating is if they go up to the friend, and it's like, well, they start trying to make their pass in. They start trying to, they try to get you to leave them, and then they now want to throw something in there. Spot. Right. Or like you said, like some of them emojis, sometimes you be like,
too much.
Right.
He had me like mentally, he brainwashed me. I was like you said, Kesta, no, seriously, I was like, damn, am I reading into the emoji way, the tongue blowing kisses? I'm like, am I being childish? I'm like, no, fuck that. No, nobody, if it ain't a crying, laughing, or no, I don't want to see no blowing kisses. I don't want to see no hearts. I don't want to see no, I most definitely don't want to see the bed one where the person laying in the bed. I don't want to see the bitch with the cartwheel where I don't want to see none of that. If it ain't, I don't want to, all I want to see is laughing, crying. That's it. I'd rather you be a comedian in a female's inbox. And then again, that's tricky too, because women, we love to laugh. Like so, because we go, oh, that boy's so crazy. Because I've done that. Like guys who try to inbox me, no. But me seeing them on my timeline, which we'll probably get into that, like the Facebook crushes towards the end, it made me be like, you know what? Let me go, hey, how you doing? Because he's funny. I love the laugh. Like I love comedy.
So yeah, you make me laugh. You have my attention.
Exactly. So and if you can cook, you make me laugh and you can feed me, I'm almost a nigga. Like, I'm serious.
Well, I have a situation. Okay, so this happened a long, long time ago. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyways, so in the beginning of the relationship, I was with somebody, and the beginning of the relationship, something happened to a family member. They didn't die, they didn't, nothing like that, but something big had happened to where it was emotional for the family members of that person, right?
Okay.
My ex happened to be one of those. And so at the time, I know how I feel now, and I know what I think, what I would have done now in that situation. Okay. However, so this was still the beginning. I want to say maybe the first couple of months, something had happened, and we were together, we were at a friend's house, and it had just happened. So they had started talking on the phone, right? Like, calling everyone, letting them know what's going on. The first person he called was his ex. Ooh. Ooh. And like you were talking about earlier was, the guy that you were talking about, he didn't want you to be insensitive to the situation, or he felt like you were being insensitive to the situation by getting mad that he was talking to this girl, right? Or whatever. I felt some type of way, right? I felt some type of way because he hadn't even talked to me about what he was feeling in general. When he first found out, I was there when he found out, but like he didn't express nothing to me. He didn't say nothing to me besides, this, just general stuff, but nothing about like his actual feelings toward the situation. But the first person he called was his ex, and he was, man, I messed up. Man, this so messed up. Da, 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 da. And I'm next to him now. So it's not like he was trying to hide it. He called her in front of me. And I felt some type of way then, but I'm like, he's going through something. Let me just, I'm not going to say nothing right now. Da, 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 da. I want to know from y'all too. I know what I think now. So I'm not worried about that part because I know how I would handle it, and I know how I would, yeah. But to y'all too, was that cheating?
Okay, that was not cheating, but I would like to just I want to sprinkle something. I want to sprinkle a little bit of seasoning. My thing, I go into relationships now, or situations, because y'all know I don't like titles. I go into situations of, if something is broke, if you don't allow me to fix it, well, I mean, it's gonna stay broke. Like, allow me to fix it first before you try to go call somebody a maintenance woman, because that's basically what he did, your ex, and what my guy was doing. Like, give me the opportunity to fix what's broken. That's all I ask. That's my slogan. Give me an opportunity to fix what's broken. And it could be your heart. It could be your feelings. I want you to, I was just talking to this with my new guy, whatever. I was talking about, I thought it used to be corny when girls would say, oh, this is my best friend, like their guy, their husband and stuff. I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, you just knew that guy for like 2 years. But I get it now, because it started happening to me. Like, when things would happen, I'd be like, I'll call the guy, I'm like, oh my God, guess what? And I was like, oh, this is what they mean by my best friend, because you want to tell them everything, But I don't think that was cheating. It could lead to cheating, meaning, because he's emotionally, if he doesn't turn to you eventually and say, hey, babe, Cortney, this is what's going on with me, if he just always relied on her, because she's gonna be like, well, just come over here,
The rest of the relationship, and this was a long relationship, y'all know, this was like part of good section of my life.
No numbers, yeah.
But the rest of the relationship, he didn't do that. There was a friend that, I'm not going to get into that because I'm gonna get mad again all over again. And to this day, I have never brought up that your gears. I've never brought up that situation and how that affected me mentally to him. And so I'm just not even going to talk about it anymore because I know how to, I'm just not. But from the rest of the relationship, he never did that.
Okay.
He never did that. It was just that one time. But that, and however, looking back on it now, how I feel about it, I feel like that was low-key kind of, maybe not cheating, but it was very disrespectful to me.
Oh, most definitely disrespectful.
It was very disrespectful.
He should have asked permission. He should have, and some guys would be like, ask permission. Why would I? Because that's your ex. Like, you use common sense. Like,
yeah,
that makes no sense. I mean, and then once again, you're with me now. I'm the person. I would like to say, do a disclaimer. The reason why he called her is because he felt comfortable with her, because he's already been through things with her. But the thing is, he's moved on. You're the new female. So now he has to build that rapport and that relationship with you. So like now, guess what? Now you're in the hot seat, because when he's in a new relationship, guess who he's calling when something happens? Now he's calling you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So I'm looking on the Facebook. Someone has a question.
Okay.
He didn't say what the question was, but he said, I have a question.
Who is it?
Daryl
Graham. But while Daryl types his question, you have Sean Gilchrist that said never share anything with friends. Cortney, I know you probably see that Barbara and Shirley. I had to laugh at that because that's kind of insider as far as what we were talking about, the guy emotionally cheating and stuff. So
we will get that phone call. Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara, this is Shirley. And Whitney wanted to be caught up because she said her call was interrupted. Now I gotta address Tyrone Williams. Let me tell you, Tyrone talking about, okay, Keke Moody, I hear you, but didn't you cheat on me?
And you know what?
I don't see that comment. Wait a minute.
And you know what? And you know what? We're not shying away from our past. Remember, Kesta, when we was talking about the dirt, in order for us to see dirt must have.
Y'all.
Keke, we gotta address this before we move on to the next topic, because we should be doing that soon, but we gotta address this before we do that. Keke.
Okay, so Carol actually is my cousin. Don't y'all listen to him. He just wanted to add some spice to the live.
Cayenne pepper, right?
But it worked because I was interested. My
ears were but if we gonna talk about somebody cheating, we're gonna talk about family cheating. Let me tell y'all, he cheated on me. Okay. And we are here all lying and everything. He cheated on me when it comes to that. But I still love him though. That's my boy though. All right. And then the rail laughed at your cartwheel. You talking about the cartwheel though.
Okay.
And,
right. Because I can't do all them tricks. I'm not. Look, now I can cook you something to eat.
I have a topic for next episode, but we're gonna get into that next.
Any other comments so we can catch up, and then we're gonna wrap up the cheating thing.
Okay, so he said that he was just getting on though, but because he's at work.
Okay.
But it says. Okay, he was saying we did the point of view from a man's aspect, but what about a woman's perspective? And I told him y'all actually did give your woman's perspective and your meanings and everything before now.
And then I'm gonna leave this live up, and then everybody can always go back in and watch the live. And then you can still comment on the things that we say as well.
Right.
I would like to add an open invitation to anyone who is watching. I know we probably don't have a lot of viewers, but whoever is watching, if you guys have topics that we could talk about,
right,
go ahead.
Like send it to our inboxes. Like our individual inboxes are posted. Like when you're watching the video, you can comment below and stuff like that. But so
he posted his question.
Okay,
I'm assuming it's the question. Okay, it says, what if you have sat down with your significant other about issues within the relationship, which resulted to no results, but of course you're in love with this person?
Of course.
Some people become complacent within relationships and then infidelity occurs. So I'm assuming the question is, he want to know each of you guys.
So is he saying like you tried to talk to the person, you sat down and talked to the woman about it, but she's not doing anything, she's still the same, and then so therefore that man goes off and cheats?
Wait with that hand, girl.
Is that the question?
Right.
Basically? Okay.
Like basically if you man or woman, if they have tried everything, because once again you can't do group therapy without both of them.
Absolutely.
So if you done tried everything you could to make it work, but you're in love with the person and you really don't want to leave them, but you're hurting at the same time, I guess.
Well,
what's your thoughts on that?
We're not going to use the L word as an excuse, because if you're so in love to the fact where you don't want to leave the relationship, then that you should also have that same strength of love to not cheat on that person as well. But I feel like you should be selfish at certain points in your life, and that would be one of them. Because if you sat down with that person and say, hey, we're having issues, and they're still not trying to correct or, like I say, fix what's broken, then this is the point in time in your life where you can be selfish. Love yourself more than you love him or her. So
I was literally going to say the same thing. At a certain point, you have to be selfish, because I'm sorry, you shouldn't be with anyone you can't communicate with, right? To begin with. So if you communicate with this person that you are unfulfilled, you are unhappy, you need them to do certain things to keep you satisfied in the relationship that you are in, and they aren't doing anything to do about that, it's time for you to step away. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. It's going to do all those things, but you have to step away for your own sanity and for your own happiness, for your own peace, because staying in that is just all trouble. Either you're going to cheat, they're going to cheat because they're going to start feeling resentful that you feel some type of way. You're going to start getting resentful.
And then going back to what Kesta said earlier, when you keeping that on the inside, like first off, you're battling two demons. I'm dipping in a little bit of Michelle. You're battling two demons. You're battling the not being happy in the relationship, and then now you attempted to sit down with your partner, your spouse, and say, hey, we need to work on this, and they're like, whatever. So now the second demon that you're about is the infidelity. Like, now you're cheating. So what that's going to do is that's going to eat you up inside. So that's going to start affecting your health. That's going to have your blood pressure up. That's going to have your a stroke. And look at it like this right here.
Before we move on, Daryl said everyone has breaking points and vulnerability take over. He also said, sadly, I already knew the answer. This was confirmation. I don't know if you're going through this right now, Daryl. I don't know what's going on, but I'm telling you right now, if you are, happen by chance, I'm not blasting anyone like that, but if you are, I was in shut up. You should do what you need to do for you. At the end of the day, you're going in the ground by yourself. Fulfill yourself. I'm sorry.
And also, I want to do a PS to add on to her. If there's kids involved, if you're really going through this, and if there are kids, because I know a lot of people like to say, well, we're just going to stay together for the kids. Don't do that. You're actually fucking the kids up, honestly. Because I don't know if it's like, just like with cheating, like the emotional, spiritual, physically, I also feel like there's abuse, which we can talk about that topic as well. There's verbal, emotional abuse, like physical abuse. So why are y'all in the same house if y'all don't talk, y'all don't get along? Kids are sponges. Like, kids are sponges. Like, they absorb that. They can see when mommy and daddy isn't right, and you fuck them up, like, with their relationships, But if you are going through that, and if you do have children, don't just stay for the children. Do it for you. This is a time where you can be selfish. Look at it like a job. If you work your job,
I'm a product of that being doable. You do not have to stay together for the kids.
Right. You can co-parent. Okay, and then and explain it to the kids like, oh, you get to have 2 Christmases, 2 birthday parties, 2 Easters, 2, and the kids are like, okay, they don't care. They just want you to be happy. And then you also have a bonus mom if you get into another relationship, which you will, and they'll have a bonus dad when she gets into a relationship, which she will. So it's
that's a good segue into our stepkids.
Y'all make it way more complicated than it has to be. But like I said, my thoughts and views I'm more realistic. So
that's a good segue into the stepkids conversation. I'm just saying.
Oh wow.
Okay, was there another comment?
He said no kids together.
Okay.
Whitney says y'all are a beautiful blend of hosts. Ashley is so unfiltered. Yeah, she's always been like that. But
thank you.
My thing of it, my aspect of that, well, I have to take it to both sides. One, you do need to be happy. If y'all gonna talk naturally, you do need to be happy. You do need to get selfish to the point. Matter of fact, sometimes you don't even have to divorce. You don't even have to divorce. You, matter of fact, you can just leave temporarily.
Oh, the
and
separation.
they'll see that they miss it, because they always tell you don't ever miss your water till the well run dry.
Right.
So you can actually show them without even having to physically go that far. Because sometimes it's just a result of somebody taking advantage of somebody's so comfortable to the point they're like, oh, well, they're here. Oh, it's been 10 years. I ain't got to keep it up. That's it. No, that's not how that works.
I hope some of my Facebook friends is listening to this.
So sometimes you have to just step away, step aside, and let them see, boom, I can't be here to take this all the time. Now, on the Michelle side,
okay, spiritual.
Would Jesus say yes? Nobody can say no.
Nobody can say no.
Go ahead.
Marie.
So on that side, in all actuality, and a lot of people ain't gonna like this.
Go ahead, say it.
And I might upset a lot of people.
I might be one of them. You know how we clash, Kesta. Go ahead.
Right. So, but the Bible, now, not me. The Bible tells you that if you divorce someone and either one of y'all go get married, that's considered adultery now.
Right.
So you're not supposed to divorce unless it is infidelity that happened, adultery happened. But also when you do divorce them for adultery, you're not supposed to get married, because your vow, your promise, which is your vow, said to death do you part. So that means you're actually husband and wife, regardless if you get a divorce or not. You're just naturally divorced.
I'll say this right here.
That's not me.
That works in the Black community, because a lot of Black women don't get divorced from their husbands. Because I know, like, I've heard Black women say, I'm not divorcing him because he's worth more dead than he is alive. So, because they get their Social Security benefits, they get life insurance, the kids get. I mean, I'm just, like I said, it ain't
honestly, it's not just in the Black community. That is
it's not
about. It's pretty much
it's not. I just had a conversation
where people will not divorce because they get the Social Security, like you said. The kids can still be taken care of. Like, all this can still happen while they are married, and then once they pass away, nobody really can do anything because they're still legally the wife, or they're still legally the husband.
It's not even just that. I literally, working my second job at the hotel, I literally had a conversation with somebody. They are literally still with their wife. One, because divorce costs.
It ain't that damn much.
I don't know. You don't know their situation. I don't know where they work. But one, divorce cost, and two, back to the kids thing. They're staying together for the kids. They do not interact at all. They actually have had outings with each other's dates. Like, they went on double dates and stuff.
Okay. I mean,
he swears up and down they're not together. They don't talk like that. They don't even sleep in the same room. Like, their kids think that's normal for mommy and daddy not to sleep in the same room at this point.
And see, now they're teaching their kids.
Well, maybe they're just roommates. Like,
no, they're married.
I know, but I'm just saying, but they're living like roommates, though.
They are living like roommates because they don't want to pay for the divorce, and they don't want to. It's for the kids.
Fuck that. Okay, so let's move on from this. Okay, so
wait. Two comments so you can move on.
Okay.
Whitney said, pull a Cardi and send in the divorce paperwork to teach them a lesson.
Right. Right.
And then we have Sean Gilchrist, who says sometimes it requires separation in order to gain reconciliation.
That's true.
I think I said that word right.
Yeah, that goes along with what you were saying. Okay, so a simple yes or no. Cortney, will cheating in your relationship?
100%.
Kesta.
I'm 50.
What? Okay, all right. I'm letting you know now, like, I'm the type of friend. I'm the type of friend where, okay, let me say this right here.
We gotta move on, but go ahead.
Okay, I know. I'm just gonna say this. So keep saying it. Okay, so let me answer the question. Okay, well, cheating in my relationship. I'm the type of person where I would do everything in my power to, first off, if I say we're in a relationship, that's big right there because I don't do titles. They know I don't really do titles. So for me to even grace you with
it took me almost a year for Ashley to call me her friend, but
okay. All right. Okay, so
a year, probably
probably more than that.
Y'all doing too much. Okay, so I know. I feel like now because I've done. Basically, I'm gonna do everything that I need to do in my relationship to keep it intact. So my thing is, which I told my current friend, I said, hey, if you travel out for business or if you with a bachelor party, wherever, if it's a one night stand, you know it's never gonna happen again. You're never gonna see her again. Don't come back to me because you freaking guilty and say, I got something I need to tell you. Don't ruin my life. Don't, because because it makes me, I'm not gonna be able to trust you. I'm not gonna be. So honestly, if it was just a mistake, don't tell me about it because we got children, we got businesses together. I love you. Like, don't ruin my life if it honestly was some shit that just is never going to happen again. Keep it to yourself. And I know a lot of women may say, oh my God, no, I don't want to know. Who sing that song? Whoever. If you're cheating, keep it on the low. I don't want to know. So if it was a one-time thing, but if you got a whole mistress and you paying for her apartment and you over there ordering Walmart gift cards for her, I'm violating my probation.
I'm about to be unfiltered. If you are supposed to, if I'm only fucking you and you're not only fucking me, don't touch me. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's another thing too, because if you went out of town on business or personal and you had a little one night stand, first off, secretly go get tested. And I'm gonna miss you, so I'm gonna probably want to touch on you. Patient, just be like, hey, do what women do, baby. I don't feel good. I got a headache. Just do that. So go get checked out, make sure everything's okay, then bring your ass on back. I mean, but if you're in a full-fledged relationship, oh no, baby. My attorney will contact your attorney. And I'm taking everything.
That's my yes.
And everything.
That's okay. Okay, so that's my yes and no. But Whitney says is exactly what I kind of was about to say. It wouldn't necessarily end it for me, but if it's a continued behavior, then peace or deuces, whichever one that's me.
That's what I was saying. Like, if it's a one night stand, I don't want to hear about it. But if it's a relationship, you got to go.
Right, and I completely agree with that. But I'm the same way as far as that one time. Okay, I might not let that come in. But me, I would want to know. Just like the only reason why I say I would want to know, because if I find out, then I really feel like you're just a dog and I really can't trust you. But if you tell me, then I will know. I can feel like it was a mistake and you were man enough to come to me, and I can work past that part. But when you start doing that secretive stuff, it's kind of hard for me to work past that. But I'm like what y'all say though. It's a yes and no thing, because I don't want to be so hard on you making a mistake, and then who's to say that I make the mistake? Now I want your grace and mercy. So it's
I read something about the rapper. It was a rapper and his wife, and he came to her and he told her that he cheated. And instead of her like being like mean and aggressive to him, she looked at him and she said, baby, you're better than that. Let's do better.
That sounds nice in theory, but fuck all that. I'm sorry. No.
To be biracial. Like, I know a whole 100% African Americans. They're like, you did what? But anyway, okay, so let's fast forward that. Step